Okay, so I'm going to go to a south elevation for a minute. I wanted you to see in the beginning the difference between the sidewalk and the road. We're going to make some adjustments. This is all about editing, changing, making adjustments. All right. I am going to right now click on my sidewalk, right? And let me verify something. Oh, I got to go back a few steps more. I have to undo a few more steps so that I can be where I need to be. Okay, I think this is more so where I need to be. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to move my sidewalk away just so you can see some contrast when we do this next point. So I'm going to move this away about, let's see, just 2 feet. Okay, so it's 2 feet separated right now. And I'm going to come around to this side and go back to my site view. And I'm going to do something with my sidewalk. I'm going to put a curb cut in. Now, you may ask what a curb cut is. I'm going to pause recording. So, a curb cut is anytime we have a sidewalk, a curb, and a road, and we cut it so that people don't have to step down. Obviously, someone in a wheelchair can't get off a sidewalk unless there's a curb cut to cross the street. So now that you understand more so what a curb cut is, how do we make one on our sidewalk? Well, let's go about doing that. In order to do that, I'm going to come back in to my model, and I am going to select my, as soon as my screen refreshes, I'm going to select my sidewalk. So if I come back in and select my sidewalk and I zoom in, I'm just going to pick an area arbitrarily somewhere in here. If you notice, anytime I pick my floor, you see what happens? Watch this area where the modify tab is. When I click it, all of a sudden I get some additional options. I can add points and I can split lines. I can pick supports. But in this instance, I just want to add a split line. And I want to add a split line so that I can begin to draw curb cut lines. And then I'm going to drop them. And then we're going to run into a problem. And then we're going to fix the problem. Okay? First things first. Somewhere here, I'm just going to draw a line. I'm splitting this now. And I'm going to come in at an angle of 35 degrees, a distance of maybe, and you can zoom in and get a little closer to that. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to do 45 degrees at 4 feet. Or no, 3 feet is going to be good enough here. All right. And now I'm going to start another one over here. You know, I don't know how wide this is now. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to come this way 45 degrees and I'm going to go 3 feet. Right? And now I'm going to add another split line that goes from here to there, one from here to there, and then one from here to here. Now what you can see if I go to a 3D view is that I have all of these points. Now, what can I do with these points? I'm going to turn the topography off so that you can see something. So I'm going to simply click on it, right click, and say hide in view elements so that it goes away for a moment. Okay. So what I'm going to do also is I'm going to go to the feature here. I'm going to click that to find, but I'm going to go to hidden line. Once I click on this again, notice I have all these points. What can I do with these points? I can go to the feature that allows me to modify sub-elements, okay? So I'm going to click on that, and you see how those come live right now. They're green. Now when I click on that, what if I went in and said minus 8 inches? And I clicked on this one, and I said minus 8 inches. And then I clicked on this point, and I did the same thing, minus 8. And what you probably could see as well is that you could also move this dynamically and go to minus 8. Okay. Now that I've moved those all down, right? I've got a what? A curb cut. But notice if you look below, something looks a little wrong, doesn't it? It doesn't quite look exactly like it should. Let's go to this south elevation. Look what's happening to the sidewalk. It's going down below ground, it seems like, right? Well, in order for this to work, people, I have to click on my sidewalk, right? And I have to go to the edit type and I go to the structure and notice that there's a feature that allows me to make the structural element variable. And I'm going to click on that, apply, and now my curb cut is there, right? And if I was to cut a section through here, if I went to my site view and I cut a section through my sidewalk right there, I can see my cut in my curb going down. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video and let you guys get a chance to kind of catch up to me. Don't worry about if yours isn't the exact same size. I just want to see that you know how to place split lines, place points, and then modify the sub elements. You can probably see how this would be beneficial to you on a flat roof, right? We have to slope a flat roof as well. In order to do that, we have to add points to a roof element and then slope it so that the water will run to low points so that we can drain it. So you can see where this feature would benefit us in more places than just here.